Hey guys, it's Ashley, and I wanted to make this video to speak to a couple of you that I feel like have gotten discouraged or had a hard time with your market. And okay, so first of all, you've got to get it out of your head. There's nothing wrong with you. You are not a failure. You are not good at this. There's nothing wrong with you. We have to go through and be like specific about what we could change and what your issues may be. Okay, so number one, there is always the skill factor as far as like, are your pictures and graphics on point? Do you have a great profile picture that's going to attract people to what you do, makes you look like you know what you're doing, trustworthy, in charge? Does your cover photo, same thing, like, does it look like a brand? Does it look like something somebody would want to follow? Because when it comes to it, you have to remember that you've got your warm market, and those people probably do know you. And so they are either going to trust you no matter what things look like, or they are not going to trust you no matter what things look like, because they may just not be your audience at all. They may not get you, okay? And that's not your fault. That's not your fault. They're just not your lifers. They're not your people. They're not like your tribe. You want to build, there's this word tribe going on in like the marketing world, and I think it's really overused, but it is what it is. It's like we're born into a tribe, and sometimes that is an awesome family tribe and it's perfect and we fit. Sometimes it's not, and it's not until we have our own husband and our own kids where we have our own tribe and we feel secure. And that for me, I had great, like where I came from, and then also my family that I have now, like I have a lot of security in who I am. Now, you have to think you're building a new tribe, okay, of people that understand you and get you and support you. You don't want to be surrounded by people that don't understand you, don't get you, and don't support you. So don't go after people that are like that. You need to go after people that you want to work with for the rest of your life, people that you don't feel intimidated by leading and mentoring. Because when you feel intimidated, then, and maybe that's because they're a little older, or there's just something about them, or you just totally don't get them. Like you look at their feed and you think, I just don't even get you. Then don't, like, that's not who you should be adding to your Facebook. That's not who you should be asking to do things. That's not who you should be inviting, you know, or speaking to. So when you add, you need to grow your audience. That's one. And that's by adding people on Facebook. That's by adding people on Instagram, which you would go and do that is by finding people that look like your lifers, like people you want in your tribe, like people you want to do life with, be on a team with. And you just go on like, double tap, and comment and ask questions, start conversations on their pictures. Because then they're gonna look, and if you have got a good profile shot, all your Instagram pictures look good, they're going to come and follow you. You can get a good Instagram feed just by copying and reposting other people's stuff and saying like, hey, thanks at la for, you know, this awesome picture. Just make sure you screen capture it and then you frame it out, and you don't like do some repost thing where it makes it look sloppy. So that's Instagram like page. You're gonna gain an audience by inviting people you know, putting high quality content up there, you know, same with blog and Instagram. I mean, in YouTube, you just have to put high quality content up there. Same with Periscope now, high quality content. Okay, so that's one thing. Make it attractive so that when a cold market comes, they're like, oh, I want to listen to what this person says. The next thing is it's offering value. You have to offer lots of value, and that also comes with figuring out who your lifer is, who you want to have on your team, because you need to know what value you're offering. Like, you know, moms fall in the trap of always putting pictures of their kids. That's not offering value to people unless they're just beautiful pictures and they're inspiring and people feel drawn in somehow by your story. But most of the time, like us putting picture of our family and friends isn't attractive to other people. It's not adding value to their life. They do want to know some of your backstory, okay? But it's just like, it almost should be like, ooh, I found out more about their life. Not like, here's my life, you know? And it's hard. It's definitely like hard because that's what's natural to us. So switch your thinking to, how do I add value to my specific lifer? What are they struggling with? Usually your lifer is you like a couple steps back. You want to be their mentor, right? So you need to be able to offer them something. So who could you offer, like who were you several steps back, and what did you need? You know, if you are a college student, what are you really good at? And what are people not so good at that you could help them with? You know, is it some type of schedule, like wake up at this time, study for this many hours, exercise here, go to this class, do this. Maybe you make up the ultimate college schedule and you show them exactly where they should be scheduling their classes. Maybe it's like how to work the cafeteria and not gain weight, what to eat, what not to eat. Let's look at the cafeteria line, and it's a breakdown and it's a guide. For teachers, same thing. What could they eat if they forget their lunch in the cafeteria? What can they bring that can be refrigerated or not refrigerated that's like good food? Because a lot of teachers, even if they're eating healthy, are probably eating lots and lots of nuts, which are great, but it's higher in fat. And you know, they might just need like creative ideas, insulated lunch bags, whatever. Like, what could you get? It's called a freemium. That's what we need to be thinking of for you all that are struggling with your market, is you need to figure out who your lifer is, who your cold market is that you want, and you need to figure out what they need, and then you need to make it for digital delivery. It could be video, could be a webinar, could be several videos, could be a PDF download, could be a download that has links. You can make those things on Canva. It could be a little ebook. So for instance, I am making a how to look great in pictures little ebook, and it's going to be downloadable. And the key is, so this is like the long story part of it, is the key is you make this thing that is great, that they're going to love, and it could be a back to school shopping list on Amazon, okay, so that it's got a link to Amazon Prime items that will ship for free, and it will be just the word. Maybe you get a screen grab picture, you put it in Canva, it looks real nice, and you have a link directly to it, so they click on it, they add it to their shopping cart, make it really easy, like one-stop back to school shopping. Think about how many people this would be great for. Students, teachers, parents, and you could even break it down. This is something that all of you that are in that genre could work on together and just like tweak it a little bit or use it exactly how it is. So the key is every social media platform you have needs to point to this freemium, needs to point to giving them something. So if you have a like page, if you have an Instagram, the main about you needs to be click here for this back to school Amazon Prime shopping list. Will save you over $50 and free shipping, that kind of stuff. Mine is how to look great in pictures. Click here for a free how to look good in pictures e-guide. So why do you do this? You do this because you want their email, because you can't get to everybody when you want to, but in Facebook, on Instagram, all that kind of stuff. You can't direct their journey, and you don't know who's going to see what. So what if you have this great valuable information? I mean, everything's totally on point, but like half your 75%, 90% of your audience doesn't see it when you put it out there, but it's so good. Well, you're going to be annoying if you put it out there like every single day. With an email, you get to say, okay, here's the path that you want to take them on. They click here, they download this freemium, you get their email goes into a system, the system triggers send first email says, thanks so much for downloading my I hope you find it interesting. Please share here what the best tip you learned, or any pictures of you with your meal prep or with your back to school shopping, or if you find anything else on the Amazon that would be great to add to the list. Then you put a link to like your like page, so that people are going and engaging and liking your like page and building your audience on whatever social media platform you want them to. Okay, so then 2 days later, next email, automated. It's on a journey, you're not doing anything. Hey, how did it go? Have you checked out whatever I gave you yet? I'm really excited to hear what you said. Here's what a couple other people mentioned, and 2 more Amazon finds found by followers or viewers or whatever, and it gives them more value. Or like for me with the book, it's going to be, if you want to go further into how to look great in pictures, I am starting a 10-part video series explaining all the 10 steps in the book even further. I've already got lesson 1 up on, you know, my YouTube channel. Click here to go to check it out. I'm offering them more value. The email 3. Then it's like a bridge, you know, and this is something that I've spent a lot of money in a marketing academy to be learning, and so I'm still working through it. So I would give you like exactly what I know and step by step once I finish the journey, but I want to lay out the path for you. So then there's a bridge, something like, now that you've got your shopping done, it's time to like mentally prep, get healthy, get ready for the school year. I'm offering now this could be where you offer a challenge group, or it could be where you offer a 10-day back to school prep, like mental prep, you know, whatever it is, fast and furious, get it done type group, whatever, you know, you want to do, free group or the paid group. And you offer that, and then next email, 4th email, there's something else that you offer. And so it's just this conversation of, hey, here's an offer and here's something free for you. And then like for me, in the end, I want it to be, if you're interested in how I turned up my selfie game and turned up the profit, I'm leading a webinar on Thursday night at 9 p.m. EST on how you without any experience, can become part of my coaching team and learn how to be an online fitness coach. Something like that. And you know, anybody who signs up, who becomes part of the team by Sunday at 8 p.m. gets XYZ. My free business in a box, all my templates, all my, you know, you make like this incredible time-sensitive offer. So like I said, I will give this to you, but there's a place you have to start with, and that's with kind of cleaning up your brand and refocusing on who you are talking to. And then you need to create a freemium, and I suggest maybe you get some people to create it together, because why I say this, it's not busy work. It's because you need an email list and you need to be giving something to your target market. So if you start building your audience with people that you think are more your target audience, and then you have this free thing that's going to help them a lot, why would they not want it? And then you've got their email, and it's a way to keep delivering free things, keep giving them content. So then your social media is just backing up who you already said you are and what you give. So I really hope this helps. I believe in all of you. It's still so important, the 3 vital behaviors, because you can do all of this, but if you are not doing personal development, you're going to be weak inside, and you're going to get discouraged, and you're going to want to give up. And you can't give up. You have to be consistent. You can't be hot or cold. And I'm not saying that because I don't want to be hot or cold, because I do. I want to just turn it off. But for almost a year, I have tried to every single day work this business in some way and post thinking about this. And it's paying off. But you don't want to keep starting over. So you have to be consistent. You cannot get discouraged. You cannot have like self-hate and self-deprecating thoughts in your mind. You have to just keep going. And personal development is where that is going to come from. And I keep hearing that the book You Are a Badass is a really, really good book for that type of confidence. Obviously, if you have issues with like something else, like time management, you should read another book. But I think if you're struggling in that area, you might want to read something like that about just confidence or the compound effect or slight edge. But you need to be doing personal development every day. If you want business development, Build Your Tribe podcast on iTunes from Chalene Johnson, crazy good. Learned so much of what I'm passing on is from Chalene Johnson. Amazing. Being a proof the product works. Like, you can't be a hypocrite. You have to show people that it's working. That's with before and after pictures. That's with posting workout pictures. And don't be afraid of transformation pictures. Like, post them twice a week. Don't worry if people get, worn out by them. One of our coaches, Katie, if you're listening to this, Katie was posting like her transformation picture and a workout selfie every day. She got to like ST30 when she did that. Guess what happened when Katie stopped doing that? When she stopped working on her own personal transformation and posting it, she wasn't getting any SC points, okay? So that's very, very important. And then the next one is invite. And so by doing this freemium thing, it's going to help with the invite part, because you're going to lead them on an email journey that invites them for you. So in the end, it's going to end up being like, here's, click here to fill out this application to join. And then that's kind of the invite. Now, until that gets built up, because an email list of 10 is not going to hit much. But if your email list grows to 200, 300, 400, 500, thousands, then that's like thousands of people. You can just reconstruct emails a little bit. That's thousands of people getting invited every month. You cannot invite like that every month. You may need to do that. So for this month, while you're working on these things, this is what you need to do. You need to consistently post, like your workout, your transformation, inspiring things that build your brand, your colors, who you are, offer value to people. You need to be reconnecting with tons of people. I would suggest, if you've really struggled, that you try to add 300 people to your social media market this month, and you try to reconnect and invest in, without asking them to come to anything, reconnect and invest in 300 people. So you're gonna have to like get on the computer and start talking to people. And then as far as inviting, like straight out inviting, plan on whenever, like, so I start my challenge group, it's gonna be like August 13th, 15th. I suggest you aim to get your SC points by then. So that means you're gonna wanna start inviting to the challenge group next week, like the 27th. And so this week, what I suggest you do, well, that's Monday. So this week, what I suggest you do is just connect with people like crazy, so that when you're putting your invites out, your public invites, and you'll start doing them every like 2 or 3 days for 2 weeks, they're just going to be seeing that, they're going to be seeing, oh wow, okay, but you're just going to keep investing them, commenting on them, building a relationship. And then if you get to the point where it's like, you know what, I just want to invite them. If you hear a need, talk to them about it, but otherwise just invest in them. So that's what I want you to do this month, is think about that freemium, think about who your person is, start talking to them, to the old you, not the you right now, but the old you. Like, what are the practical things that you need? Because you want to offer them the practical things they think they want, and then you're going to also offer up what they need in that, and then just start building your audience by offering value to them, reconnecting with them, loving on them, commenting, sending them, cool Pinterest ideas. And I would make your goal 300 people, that in the next like 1 or 2 weeks, you reconnect and you pour into 300 people. And then you want your feed to be on like real good, so they know what, what you are, what you're about, and what you're offering. And then go ahead and design some, public invites, and there's a bunch in Canva if you need to use any or tweak any. But I love you all, and I'm really committed to you being successful in this, and I really believe that this freemium thing is the best way. And we need to make sure you've got like good headshots, good cover. You are welcome to come to Greenville anytime, and we will take pictures for you if you can't figure it out where you are. So that is always an offer. But you want the freemium to be so good that people come to you saying, thank you, this is exactly what I need. So please let me know if you have any questions, but this is the path that major marketers, this is the path for profitability. And I think since you guys are having a hard time with your warm market, you need to change your warm market. You need to attract a cold market and then get to know them and make them your warm market. Okay, I sincerely love you all. Bye.